computer repair shop.
Yeah, we have a
thing right there.
It's a mic.
Oh, it's a microphone.
So what exactly are we doing here right now?
You'll see.
It would be electronics repair and data recovery place. So
you don't have to be on camera, by the way.
What exactly? I want to know what you guys are recording.
Oh, so
space
he
for.
has the guys that are in the shop that are not here.
Yeah.
So he's there.
So you guys work for the business. You're not the owner.
I'm the owner, and I want to show the other people that work here that would actually do the construction, like where we be putting stuff and everything like that.
This is the store.
Yeah.
How do you guys get there on bikes?
I walk bikes.
I raced him on a bike.
You raced them?
He won.
Right next to the
You
car.
guys are high tech. Huh?
Very high tech.
Yeah. So let's see what we have here.
So yeah, Lou, there's the entrance on Orchard. I was telling you about the entrance on Allen over here. The bathroom's right there. There's access to the basement. So what I was thinking is if you wanted, you could divide it at some point. And what you could do is you could run a, actual repair business with maybe a small storefront, and then have the whole back of house where you could do, the repairs and everything else that you do.
Interesting. And there's
There's two addresses.
There's two entrances.
You got Orchard Street here, right? Where
Yeah.
it's like nightlife. If you want to go out for a drink, I can walk out this way, and then you got Allen where it's Coin.
Yeah, and if somebody shows up that I want to escape from, I can just run out the other entrance. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we got here. So they got a window unit up here. A little small for this kind of, but that could easily be replaced.
I think with one window unit here, one window unit
You
here,
probably won't need to have
you're
some
good.
sort of ductwork
There's
thing.
two window units. No, there's no ductwork here at all.
Yeah, but you wouldn't need it if you have the two window units. Actually, that are able to do the job.
That's
Really.
what I'm thinking. The two window units should be good enough.
What's that?
That's the bathroom. We do a lot of nails too. Bathroom's right there.
That's nice. Bathroom is
There's
nice.
an office over here. That's why like
What we got in here? This is an office, same. Storage full here.
the electricity is what you need. It's a single phase.
The electrical panel's already here.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is moving.
Damn, this is a large bathroom.
See, this space is what you need. So I understand you don't need the foot traffic and the frontage, but this space is retail space. Charging where I'm charging because you have frontage on both sides of the street.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's a substantial store. There's no stores like this with
Yeah.
frontage on both sides.
What are you asking for this thing?
10,000.
10? Okay. That's in the market.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's honestly.
I didn't actually know it goes from one side of the street to the other.
That's what I was thinking. I was telling
Yeah, you can. This thing, you can. No, you can escape.
No,
I know which store down here that has that.
Yeah, you can escape out the back if you have.
Let me just give a.
Yeah, actually.
That's the first thing that came to mind. Hey, this is nice. You could fit a bunch of stuff in this because it's like the.
It's a nice display. You can do your little display.
Yeah, because our front is
Electric
like
bike.
the door is here, but our space does not have this extra space in
I
order
would
to.
sell electric bikes for you. Just out of the window. Just
Yeah,
put
when
one
they're
there,
legal.
display.
Once they're legal.
Yeah, those things, the electric scooters are like they're getting cracked down on all these things. Huh?
Yeah, I have to pretend. I have to pretend I'm pedaling a lot of the time. I just every time I see a cop, I'm like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pull people over this spot right here. They get people.
Well,
all
the reason that they pull over a lot of the electric bike people is they don't listen to one-way street. They go through the red lights. They don't give a shit.
reckless.
Yeah, they don't care. I don't like. I've never had my stuff taken from me because I actually like try to pretend at least I'm obeying the law. They don't even bother. That's the issue. Did these work? The radiators?
Yeah, they do.
Awesome.
So we don't have to worry about heat.
There's one space we looked at that the radiator is not working. Look, they have this little retail bin in here already. This is, I mean, this could be
It's
used.
a retail store. It's different than what you guys are looking to do here, you know.
That's pretty much the same thing, I know, because we do sell, there's a lot of items that we do sell.
I'll bring it down there. Just you gotta watch your head. It's a big. It's the same size as the space. So
Yeah, retail is pretty much what we're doing now.
watch your head, right? Watch your head, right?
Alright. Steve, you're tall, be careful.
Yeah, don't worry.
What do we got down here?
Wall space. It's, you know.
Whoa. Okay, this is nice because the basement that we were looking at on 10th Street and Avenue B, it was all these different rooms. That's the thing. This is one large room, which makes it actually a lot more
Have the
convenient.
meters for the buildings down here.
Now, is this basement shared or is this ours? Okay, this is
It's your basement. What I would do is I'd clean it up. I'd use it for storage. You know.
yeah, this is massive, and it's also one room, which makes it very convenient.
Yeah.
Because the one that we were looking at on 10th and B, I mean 4th and B does not
So
have that.
what's your? You guys are what's your time frame? What's your budget? Are you seriously looking? Or are you just checking around places? I mean,
No, we'd like to move as soon as we can. The thing is, we have 12 people.
Yeah, I told
I
them.
don't know.
Yeah, we
I
have
got
12
people that come all the time. They want to look.
They wish
no,
I'm
I'm
not
not
here
here.
to look. I'm here
I need a place to
No,
work.
we're not. Yeah.
We really just need a place that we can get quickly.
Credit score is important.
These guys are
Finances is
A1, trust me. Everything you're looking for is right in front of you.
Yeah, let me just go up to look at the rest of the space.
Yeah, our budget wasn't the 10,000s area. It's just like many of the places that were being recommended to us were like in the $30,000 to $50,000 area, which was not.
Who recommended that?
The thing that's difficult is it's hard to find. Like, I can either find spaces that are in the 400 to 500 square foot range or the 3,000 to 4,000, but it's been very hard to find that in between.
Right.
And that's what we would be looking for, and that's what this place appears to be.
I think I have a floor plan. It's for like 1,500 square feet upstairs at the same side.
No, it's the perfect layout, perfect location, because they run two businesses. They have a storefront business where people walk in, repair their phones, repair their screen, whatever computer.
Yeah, so this thing runs all the way across from one street to the other. Straight here.
Yeah, the thing is, there's no ductwork that has to be run as well, because the other space you'd have to run a lot of ductwork.
Yeah.
In this space, there is no duct.
Yep.
I mean, granted, ACs are kind of the ghetto way to do it, but if it works, then why?
Lights are.
Why change it? You could replace those with LEDs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could replace all those. That's fine. So where would you put your stuff? Actually, the thing is, you have an entrance on either street.
Yeah, that's the beautiful.
You could have
part.
like Kevin on one side and Hannah on the other.
No, really, that's the good thing about this. Oh, look at this showcase too.
And the thing is, there is a lot of foot traffic in this area. Do you ever spend any time on the, Orchard or Rivington and Ludlow and everything on Friday and Saturday night?
No.
It's a mob of 19-year-old kids getting wasted at bars that don't card. It's nonstop. Yeah. So the side.
This will actually make a nice front desk here.
The thing is,
Right here.
the side on Allen is pretty dead, but the side over here gets mobbed. So
Yeah.
that's.
I can't go outside because the gate is fucking. But yeah. Wait, is that a bar across the street?
Dude, there's nothing but bars here
Weed?
everywhere.
Does that really say weed maps?
Yes. This neighborhood is nothing but.
It has the Amazon.
If you don't have an ID and you want to get beer, this is really.
Yeah.
It is not bars everywhere.
All right. I mean, yeah, it looks.
This is great.
What do you gentlemen think?
So this is added to the list.
Yeah. So what would you need from us to get started? Really?
So, there's an application process. I got to see your finances, your credit scores, paperwork about, your company. You need to have obviously insurance, liability insurance.
Yeah, we have. What would you need in that? Because we have a $1 million policy with the chorus right now.
That's sufficient. You need possibly an umbrella on top of that, but has the name of the landlord is additionally insured. You're not using water. Your electric usage, I'm concerned about that. Could this space handle the kind of usage that you guys are using, or?
Well, what type of breakers do we have here?
I'm not 100% sure. You're the tech guy, so. But that's the only really. What else does your space use? What kind of utilities and stuff?
We don't. The only gas that we would really use was for the heating units, and even if those
Heat's
stop working.
included. The heat's included in the space, so you don't have to worry about it. There's no gas hookup or anything like that. The store is. I believe the store is sub-metered for water. Okay, so you're responsible for your own water use, which is minimum just for the bathroom.
Yeah, I suppose the only.
You got to really have an electrician or someone that could look at that and make sure that you guys
Yeah, like the electricity.
are not exceeding the capacity for the electrical. I don't really know what you're involved in your business and what you guys
Is there any
use.
option, let's say, if we were to work with Con Edison or an electrician on upgrading what exists if we did need more, or is that?
Yeah, I
something
mean
you'd
that's
say, like,
that's
don't do
something
that to my
that's
building?
no. That's
I don't think you need more like.
I don't know what.
Because like right now,
business-
we have 12 people, and if I'm like charging my bike in the room and somebody turns on their soldering iron, it stops, so I have to turn it
Okay,
off.
so something you have to look at.
Yeah,
and
so
make
but
sure that.
but as long as you're okay with us
I want to make sure
doing
that
that
if you
type of
have to
work.
do some kind of upgrade that's done and it's properly with license and electricians and permits.
Yeah, so as long as I can run it past you, because in my current building, the owner said even if I get a license, a tracked electrician, don't do any work in my building. That was a problem because we would be open to paying a licensed
I
electrician.
think
to do
you
the work.
have. I think you have more here than what you have.
Yeah, because our owner was a 103-year-old Korean man that didn't want any work done on anything.
Where was you're on? What was the address for you guys?
186 First Avenue.
186 First Avenue.
Yeah. So as long as you'd be okay with us.
Well, I mean,
doing this
as
type of
far
work.
as the space, obviously it's delivered empty. This is just temporary storage. But any work that you plan to do for the store, you have to do with licensed contractors with plans, permits, okay, especially if you're doing any.
Yeah, I
walls,
understand. It's a high
partitions.
visibility area. You don't want to get.
Do you have like what kind of, so you have desks with people doing repairs? Like what exactly does your store look like when people?
When you walk in, you got a few desks for people that are answering the phone and taking customers, and there's a bar. One bar area actually looks kind of like this, so that when you walk in, you can put your stuff down and there's a person in front of you. So this is why the setup would be
like a customer service area, like.
Yeah, and then you would just have a bunch of tables with people with microscopes and soldering irons.
It's gonna be the nicest store down here when they're done building it. You'll see the aesthetic, everything. It's gonna look like an Apple store, but obviously, you know, the
Basement is really small. No, I'm saying the. Yes, I mean in terms of when are you available to like?
Well, you have to send me an
Guys,
application.
we'll put everything
Yeah.
together and
Put it in writing, an
we'll
application.
We'll work it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna send them an offer on paper. We'll type the term sheet out. We'll send it to them. They'll send me the application. You fill it out.
We're looking at a couple of other places.
What are you looking to do?
Sorry?
What's your time frame for doing this?
We're flexible, to be honest with you, but the sooner the better.
We want to sign something sooner because
Yeah,
we've been
exactly.
looking and we found some places that we actually wanted, and they said we're going to email you a lease, we're going to send it, and then they don't send it.
Well, we got one lease sent,
Yeah, but I think
but we still have our.
there's a
we're
chance that he
leaving our
may
options
prefer the
open.
Chinese restaurant instead of us.
That's possible.
The guy actually said when we were looking through, does this neighborhood really need another Chinese restaurant? I thought, oh, good chance we get it. And then he's maybe considering a Chinese restaurant. But
Yeah.
so just think through where you would put your stuff.
I don't know, to be honest with you.
What'd you say?
We'd have to, he's saying thinking where
Uh-huh.
you put your stuff.
Yeah.
We got plenty of space.
We get an architect or something, or a designer to let us know where everything is optimally positioned, I think. 'Cause
You're 186 First Avenue?
Yeah, 186 First Avenue.
Yeah, if you can Google the business Rossman Group, and you'll probably see some pictures of the inside of the store on Google Images.
Alright, this is the space. It's really nice.
Alright, yeah, good. So we'll type something up. We'll send it over to.
You can turn around so it's up to you. Listen, my availabilities are going to change a little bit now. I'm actually getting married in 2 weeks. So
Please, we'll get this done before
I'm
then.
going right now to go pick up my marriage certificate. My fiance in the car, and then
Congratulations.
I'm going to be gone for honeymoon.
Yeah.
We're a family business here. My
Yeah.
father and partners own most of those in the street here. Okay, so we handle the management. My office, one of my offices is right here at 160 Allen. That's our little small management office, but I'm based out of Brooklyn. Okay, so I'm up here like 2 or 3 times a week just to take care of things that are going on. We have tenants upstairs. Okay, but I'm a little bit like busy the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in Greece and Turkey, so no one else in my office really handles the leasing. So we can work something out. I'm happy to accommodate you guys and see if you can come to.
Yeah, I understand it could be hard to reach in the next.
But
few
I'm
weeks.
gonna be, just so you guys know, in case you don't know where I'm at.
If you are easy to reach, I'll assume something bad happened.
Never coming back. Nice meeting you, Jack. Thank you so much. All right, thank you.
You guys got double bikes today.
Yeah, we raced. I was afraid it was going to be this for a moment.
No. Come on. We're only gonna upgrade after we fill it.
But this is small though.
This is small.
Okay.
Very small. The other one was nice. So, yeah.
He seems like he's been burned by previous people who did not pay. That was very.
Does that seem like a correct assessment?
Who, him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean every landlord has, but he's like extra cautious. Yeah. What do you mean?
He was scanning my. He was scanning my
looking at the
Equifax score with his
business.
eyes.
He was like looking at the business. He was looking at. Are they always this cautious or?
No, just look. I'll tell you one thing. In most showings that we do, there's not that much dialogue between the landlord or the other representative and the tenant.
Yeah.
With you guys, there's a lot of dialogue, you know? So that's why people sometimes, it's like uncommon for him. You know what I mean? To like engage with a prospective tenant.
Yeah.
And like get into like, you know what I mean? Like the questions that you guys ask, a lot of people don't ask.
Yeah.
Not that it's a good thing, bad thing, whatever. I'm just saying like, that's kind of, you know what I mean? Like it's better to negotiate, like, behind, you know what I mean? A computer sometimes.
Yeah.
Or unless if you're at that stage already, you know, like.
I think he's afraid that people who are. It's kind of like when somebody says like they leave an iPod Touch 3rd generation and go, just fix it. I don't care what it costs.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is that always cautious to you?
Exactly.
Because if it's over $5, they won't pay. I think that's where he's coming from. We're overly eager.
He said, "Oh, you know, that's 10 grand, right?" Like, yeah, it's not.
I already had that conversation. You gotta understand.
I have a
something.
polo shirt on, man. I can afford it.
No, it's not even
Show that polo shirt.
You gotta understand something, right? It's like a lot of these landlords know that most of the people that are like doing, because they have buildings, right?
Yeah.
Now let's say he has buildings, and let's say 8 out of his 10 retail stores are occupied, or 5 out of 10 are occupied by dry use, right? And he's had guys come in like some Metro PCS licensee that opened up a Metro PCS and couldn't make it. Another guy that did a Sprint or a Boost Mobile couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Some guy that did some.
Yeah, but those places have no profit margins.
That's the thing, yeah.
But Lou, you gotta understand.
They don't know anything about it.
He has no clue. All he knows is bricks and mortar. That's it, real estate. That's all he knows.
Yeah.
He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know that you do, $150,000 a month in online business. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that you have 5 million views on YouTube. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that you have multiple revenue streams. It doesn't, you know what I mean?
What was here before that?
It used to be like a retail store. You know that at one point there was like a big retail craze with all the streetwear that happened over here, and all these stores became streetwear, and then that kind of faded out, and then everything went vacant again.
This space is almost preferable to any other stuff in Alphabet City because you're much closer to the F train.
Yeah.
Also, if you look at the place we're right next to, I mean, I'd rather be next to a Tinkersphere than a restaurant.
I honestly think that you would do very well here, mainly because that other store you have, I would open the other one as a small cell phone repair. Because the traffic that Orchard Street also gets, both of them do.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, you could do something cool there where,
I mean, the only downside is that this is smaller than all the other places that we've seen at 10K, like without a doubt.
Look, you gotta understand something. You should never ask the guy in front of me how much he wants for rent. Why didn't I tell you 10K?
Yeah.
Because I know I'm gonna get him to do a deal at 8K or 85.
Yeah.
But when you tell him 10 and 10 is not that bad and it's in our budget, in his
Makes
mind,
sense.
he doesn't want to
That's a good
negotiate
point.
anymore, guys. But I can't tell you that in front of him.
Yeah.
That, it's like I have him where I want him. I got him at 8K, 8250. I'm gonna get you in. Perfect. When you talk about 10K like it's nothing, now it's nothing. And now the guy's gonna say, oh, they can pay me 10K.
Well, no,
That's actually a good point.
That's a very good point, but I think he was worried that we can't afford the rent.
That's my job. Don't worry about him.
Yeah.
I educate people in 30 seconds. I can educate him. I can teach him 100 things he doesn't know about your business that I learned by myself. You know what I mean? Like, that's my job. I have the guy. Now I gotta work him down.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like.
Point.
But it's not. It's fine.
Yeah, it looks
it's not
nice.
a big deal.
What do you think?
I think we send them
nice.
an offer somewhere around 8,000. We say, listen, man, we like it, everything. We can move in quick. We can get it done quick.
Yep.
But we can only give you 8K. Let me see what he says.
Yeah, let's do it.
He's under pressure. We're under pressure.
8K is a bit
and then
more
I'm
fair.
gonna sell it to him in a way, and I'm gonna say, listen, you're gonna lose 2 more months while you're on your honeymoon, right?
Yeah.
That's another 16K, right? That makes up for a year of the difference that you would have got. I'll take care of that, bro.
Yeah. So there's this other spot that we already got the lease for, but
Where is it? Around here?
where is that?
B and 4th Street.
B and 4th.
4th and B. Which one? The corner?
Yeah.
What was it? A restaurant?
The
turntable?
restaurant.
Yeah.
They're at the turntable place.
Yeah. What does he want? Like 12 or 10?
10.
10. That's not. I mean, look. Honestly, I'd rather pay 10 over here than there any day.
Negotiate?
You got to negotiate that guy down.
Yeah.
But it's too late that you got the lease already. We actually had that space.
It's not too late.
I mean, look, they don't
never too late.
they don't like that though. When they send you a lease,
But
and
you didn't make any promises. Did you?
Promises.
Did you?
Promises are always breakable.
Oh man, but I mean,
New York real estate.
This is a nice. It's not a bad area.
The main question
block-
is that enough of an upgrade in space to warrant moving?
and I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. Because, like, again, this goes back to my point.
Because
we're
the thing
at
is, it
10K.
looks large, but it is large with none of our stuff in it.
Yep.
Like, where are you putting your clean room bench in there? Like, think
Yeah.
about it. When we go over the footage again on this GoPro, you see how much space that shit takes.
Yep.
Like Paul's desk. Let's go back and look it over and send them an offer.
yeah.
Can't hurt.
It won't hurt, but definitely, I think 10K is out of the question. I already told him that we're looking around anyway, so
Yeah.
just so that But maybe if you can put an offer for 8K.
Let's go back and look at this and like really try to plot out where we
Yep.
put everything and put in the offer. And go from there.
Yeah, I'm trying to brainstorm now if I have anything else that's bigger.
In the meantime, yeah,
The dual entrance thing is nice.
it is. I think that's the best thing about it. You can enter from that side or this side.
I mean, I can exit from either side, really.
Fan comes in, he runs out. How much?
For the bike? About 1,200. What did he yell?
Says how much for the big boy? This one.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm not.
How much?
He's jealous because he has a truck.
Oh, man.
I have a superior vehicle.